Although it felt as if the world was crashing down, my mom, a true warrior, gave me hope that I could help others going through hard times, that I can inspire those around me, that I can make a difference in this world. My mother was nothing short of an inspiration to the people around her, and I wanted to be a warrior, just like her. I had to learn through unfortunate circumstances the importance of making the most of my time here on earth. At 12 years old, my family was hit with the news that my mom, the most influential person in my life, the rock of my family, had cancer. After the diagnosis, I watched as my mom became sick and her body grew weak. I remember at that point feeling helpless, like I was paralyzed, stuck in place with nothing I can do to help my mom or to make this horrible disease and burden to my family go away. With that, I prayed. Feeling I was only a quiet voice in the darkness, I cried out to God, praying He would make my voice heard. And while those prayers didn't build me up to be some big teen sensation, they were answered in an unexpected way. Soon after praying, sitting alone in my room, I created a Twitter account, and I had no idea how that one simple decision would change my life forever. I based the account around something that I've been involved in and passionate about for as long as I can remember: sports. Early on, it was clear to me that sports relate to life in so many ways, that in sports and in life you get knocked down and you have to find courage to stand back up. That's how I settled on the name Athlete Nation for my account, and my goal was simple. I wanted to help people. I began tweeting away, this being one of my first tweets. Inspiring, right? No, not at all. But I had something in my heart I had to say. I had no idea where this road was going, but something kept driving me, and it wasn't long before people began to take notice. After 1 month of tweeting, Athlete Nation had gathered 10,000 followers, and I knew at that point I couldn't keep my account a secret any longer. The very first person that I told about my account was my mom, and she was in tears. As a 12-year-old living in Waverly, Nebraska, I was amazed knowing that every time I tweeted, the eyes of 10,000 people were reading my words. Today, Athlete Nation has gathered followers from hundreds of professional athletes, Dallas Cowboy cheerleaders, and collectively 67,000 followers. But beyond the numbers, I've been able to witness the true power of social media. When I tweet, my posts are retweeted thousands of times, making the number of people that actually view my tweets greater than I can wrap my mind around. 5 million people every month. Knowing my platform has an audience of that size, I definitely do more proofreading now. And aside from spreading positive messages to millions all over the world, Athlete Nation has started movements, created prayer chains for those in need, and has spread a positive light to others. Over the years, there have been responses from followers saying, "I've faced many dark days lately. There were times when you posted words that were exactly what I needed to get me through the day." And while I'm not sharing this to put myself on a pedestal or to boast about the influence my account has had, I am sharing this because it's a testament to the power of social media. Last spring, a follower sent me a video which I posted featuring an athlete with Down syndrome. The athlete's name was Owen Grosser, a manager for his 7th grade basketball team. During one of his games, his team came together and decided to give Owen some playing time. So late in the 4th quarter, Owen's number was called, and he was running out onto the court with the biggest smile on his face. He had reason to be smiling. In the 2 minutes he was in, Owen was a star, knocking down three-pointer after three-pointer. And not long after sharing that video with my followers, Owen's story took off and was featured on ESPN. That's the power of social media. This story, along with the many others that I've helped showcase through Athlete Nation, are more than just feel-good pieces to share. They are stories of hope. On my way to work a few months ago, I began thinking about the amount of impact that my account has had over the years. And as my mind was wandering, a song came on the radio that I'd never heard before. A song that repeatedly sang the lyric, "One man can change the world." With the words of this song, a light lit up within me. I knew from personal experience the outlet that social media can provide, that it's possible to be 12 years old and to have your voice heard by tens of thousands of people. I knew the stories of impact and the personal connections that can be made through social networking sites. But I started wondering, with the help of social media, could one man really change the world? This question didn't break away from my thoughts anytime soon. In fact, it stuck around and almost began to haunt me. So I set out to find the answer. It wasn't long before I came across Matthew, who suffered from deep depression and contemplated suicide. Not knowing how much longer he could hang on, Matthew took to YouTube and Instagram in a last search of hope. Hope is exactly what he found. Through the internet, Matthew came across others that were enduring similar struggles as him. And after he read the unending comments of support those people had received, Matthew not only found hope, but he found inspiration to help encourage others through social media. I found that there are so many stories like Matthew's out there. It's important to know that each of us has the tools to help save and change lives. It's never been easier for us to reach out to those in need, to send out a tweet on Twitter, a post on Facebook, a picture on Instagram, make our voices heard in a positive way. One post, one message can change someone's life forever. Through my mom, I learned that hard times don't have to be a reason to give up or not live life to its fullest. At 14 years old, my mom was hit with her first round of cancer and was given the news that she'd never have children. But as she did so many times, she went on to beat the odds, having not one, but 2 children. My mom went on to beat cancer a total of 3 times throughout the course of her life before finally becoming cancer-free as she went to be with the Lord in August of 2013. My mom was and always will be my inspiration. She taught me to stand with courage, to never doubt, to always believe. One man can change the world. I know now those lyrics contain nothing but truth. The average person in this room will meet over 10,000 people throughout the course of their lifetime. Knowing how social media opens that door to a much larger number, imagine if each and every one of us in this room shared words of encouragement like this. Words that inspired, impacted, and influenced. If our words changed the lives of 20 people, just 20 people, imagine if those 20 people changed the lives of another 20 people with their words, and another 20. Then in 6 generations, in 150 years, the world will have been changed. Collectively, we have the opportunity to be the most influential generation yet. We have the power. We have the platform. We have the potential. It's ultimately in our hands to make our impact. It's in our hands to change the world. Thank you.